Hi, so in this video, we are going to talk about how to set up a Facebook ad campaign. So let's quickly open into any of the Facebook ad accounts and then we're going to talk about how to set up an ad campaign. Cool. So you have to go into Ads Manager, and this is how a basic ad account looks like. Now, this ad account belongs to a company which is based in Australia, and this is the company URL, which is by the name of Total Tools. Before we talk about discussing the campaign of any company, we have to make sure that we understand the business first. And also, we would have to understand whether we run traffic generation campaigns or we run conversion campaigns or maybe the lead campaigns. Now, traffic generation or conversion campaigns are for a company where they're having everything listed on the website, and the idea is to get the traffic on these sites and then maybe getting their products purchased through e-commerce payment gateway. And lead generation campaigns are for a company which is not having any e-commerce setup like this. Let's say we go into any company. Let's talk about a hair transplant company by the name of New Roots, and then go into this company page. We send the traffic on this company, and when people come over here, they click on book now, and then they generate like they fill up these fields, and then an inquiry gets generated for the company. So this is totally for a company who is having products, and the campaign is either a conversion campaign or a lead generation campaign. For this kind of setup too, the campaign is either traffic type campaigns or the conversion campaigns. But then we have some businesses where they don't want traffic to come on these websites. They want leads to be generated on platforms like Facebook and Instagram in the form of a form that further goes to the company. Like they fetch it from normally from their Facebook business page, and those type of campaigns are called as lead generation campaigns. So now this account is already having the campaign set up, and it's not allowed, we just can't run a fresh campaign into this account. So let's try to choose an account where we have an option to run the campaign. Cool. So I'm gonna check which account do we have to run a fresh campaign. Okay, this account is disabled, so let's try to choose another one. I don't know which one is active because we have not ran campaigns in any of our account since a long time. But okay, so this one is also disabled, and right, so we should be having. Oops, this is also having some account issues. So normally, when you don't run the ads in an account for a long time, then you get this account error, and you may have to go into ad account settings, and then you may have to check what issue do you have in this account. Majorly, the issues are due to any pending payments. Now you can see we don't have any pending payment, and new RBI guidelines is not allowing us maybe to get amount fetched through his card. So if I dismiss this, and well, everything is good over here, but yet we are not allowed to run the ads. Cool. So I think I mean, it will take time to get this account activated, and I don't even know the error. So I may have to connect with the Facebook support, and then I have to get this account corrected, get this account enabled. So let's go into any other account. Cool. So here we got an account. Now this account is for a company which is based in Delhi, and this is an institute by the name of TPMI India, and this institute provide courses for paramedical, or maybe for this is for one was paramedical. I'm just not able to remember the name of the courses. Yeah, the second is hotel management. Now, so this account is being managed by one of the team members by the name of Sagar. Sorry, by the name of Manish. And all right, so we have all these campaigns are basically the lead generation campaigns. Now, as I said, lead generation is something where we try to generate the link or generate the leads through the Facebook ad console or maybe through the Instagram ad console, and the traffic does not go into the website. But still, we have to understand the business. We have to understand what kind of ad copy we have to create. Then we have to write down the text, and let's cover it one by one into through this console. So we have to click on create, which allows us to either create awareness campaigns, consideration campaigns, or the conversion campaigns. Now, these three campaigns are particularly for the e-commerce websites. Irrespective of the first one, like conversion can also be created for the traffic generation websites or maybe a lead form capture website. And most of these campaigns are for either traffic generation or lead generation activity. This is primarily for branding, where a company is not looking for leads in this phase, but only looking to brand their products in the market or maybe to brand their name in the market. Now, for the lead generation, we have to click on lead generation, and then we click on uh, giving a campaign name. Let's name it test one, because this is just going to be a testing campaign. And then we all right, so you also have to understand that the structure of a campaign starts with campaign on the top, then an ad set, and then an ad. In ad set, we're going to see how exactly it's going to look like new, and then maybe ad. Okay, now when I click on next, you can see this is how the campaign opens up. And in this campaign, we have to categorize first whether it's going to be a campaign for employment, and a campaign for housing, which means real estate, campaign for any social activity, or we don't declare the category. So it's better if you don't declare the category. This is primarily required when we are going to run any political campaigns, because after like after the campaigning in USA, when Facebook got blamed for influencing the entire election, then they categorized Facebook and not allowed anyone to run the political campaign automatically. So even if we go and run the campaigns, political campaigns like this, then there are high chances that we won't be able to run the campaign unless we choose the political as a category. And then Facebook will further be asking for some documentation, maybe confirming our identity and giving some disclaimer on the ad. So let's not go into this and try to go to with non-categorized category, and then look into how does the auction is going to happen. Okay, so now you don't have any other bidding option for this campaign, so you have to choose the buying type as auction. The campaign objective is going to be lead generation. Of course, that's what we have chosen in the beginning. And then we are not going to do any A/B testing over here. So A/B testing is something where we would want to test the campaign by having a different image, or maybe a different ad text, or maybe different audience. So it's like right. So it's like we want to keep everything same for the campaign, and we want to change one single property, or maybe one single aspect of that campaign. By property, I mean we can change the website. In this campaign, we can change the image, we can change the ad text, or maybe the audience. Well, it could be a bit difficult if I would try to explain A/B testing over here. So let's try not to keep this option enabled, and let's go with this option. Now, campaign budget optimization is something where we can optimize the budget and like this, and we can set up like the campaign budget over here. Or the other option is that we don't go with campaign optimization, we keep it closed, and then the ad budget has to be the campaign budget, in fact, has to be assigned on the ad set level. So we are keeping this off and then clicking on next. Right, so let's name it ad set. You can see these are the three options available for a lead generation campaign. The first one is instant forms, which means customer will be getting a form when he clicks the ad, and after filling the form gets filled and gets submitted into the Facebook page connected with this ad account. The second was one is automated chat, which leads customer to fill up the inquiry form, not the inquiry form, but which leads customer to like generate or take him to the Facebook Messenger. The third one is calls, that takes when somebody clicks on the like the banner or the ad copy, that generates a phone call to the actual number which is linked with the account. Now let's try to go with the first option, which is instant forms. And here we have to choose any of the available pages. I'm going to choose, all right, so this is for DPMI. So we're going to choose DPMI as a page. And if you don't have a page, you cannot run the ads. And then you have to accept the Facebook terms and conditions. Otherwise, Facebook will not be allowing you to run the ads. All right, so let's read this and we have to accept it. So maybe lead terms have been accepted for this page. So it's already accepted, so we don't have to accept it over here. Then we go into catalog. Now in catalog, this is for e-commerce businesses where we have to choose different catalogs for different products. Again, this is something which is not gonna be required for this campaign. So we directly go into optimization for our delivery, which is leads. So we optimize this campaign for leads, or we optimize for conversion leads. So the difference between lead and conversion lead is that the conversion lead is going to have a good quality as compared to leads, and this is gonna have more chances of conversion. So basically, the quality of lead is going to be good if we go with conversion lead option. But we are going with the lead option over here, and then we can put an option with cost per result. So what is going to be the target cost per goal for this campaign? Now, if we scroll down, we can choose targetings like locations, we can choose age, we can choose gender, and further, we can also choose. Okay, so if we also choose, so let's say this is for education. So let's say if we try to find people targeting at the people who are interested in education, then we have to give this option somewhere over here. Well, let's wait. So before we go into it, let's change this to Delhi. Well, I really have to work on this account now. So by clicking Delhi, that's how the ad is going to target now. It is going to be not 18 to 65 because we are talking about targeting students, and this is goes only till 24 maybe. Targeting is all gender, and then in custom audience, we don't have an audience available for this category. But I was trying to look for one of the options which is not seems to be available in this account. All right, cool. So you have to come into this detailed targeting. This is very necessary option. I don't know why it was hidden by Facebook. So from here, you basically target what kind of people you are willing to show your ads to. So maybe here we talk about targeting ads to students, and maybe we target ads to medical students. So people who are having any interest, you can see that the description over here. This says people who are having any interest in medical related pages, and post to this. This is if you want to go beyond the target reach, which means now this will also show your ads to someone who's not even shown an interest in the medical pages. So let's not choose this one. And connection means anyone who is in my connection. So this means people who currently like or follow your page. So if I choose this one, then ad is going to be only shown to someone who had already liked the page, and you can see the estimated audience size will get reduced from lakhs to 19,000. So let's go with none, so the ad gets visible to anyone and everyone. Wait, no, okay, so this audience was not reduced, and when I choose this one, because I don't know why this is not reducing the audience, but ideally this audience should get reduced if I'm choosing people who currently like or follow my page. That means if I'm choosing to show the ad only to someone who is liking my page. Anyways, so let's move forward. And this placement settings is when we want to show our ads to maybe only Facebook or only Instagram or maybe only to the partner Facebook partner sites by choosing audience or by messenger. Now this messenger is something which will be visible when we will be talking or making ads for a messenger campaign, but normally this ad, this lead generation ad, is not going to be shown up on messenger. So we're going to choose Facebook and Instagram over here and then click on next. Now from here you can see we have to create an ad now, and we have to choose Facebook page. We also have to choose the Instagram page over here. So maybe this Instagram page is not linked with this ad account, that's why it's not popping up over here. But it's highly recommended that we also choose and then link Instagram page, so people who are seeing this ad can go back to the Instagram account and then further like the Instagram page. Anyways, so let's go into ad setup, and you can see there's one image which is already available in our account. And if not, then you can just click on here and then you can create, use an image, or maybe you create a fresh image, or you add a fresh image in this account by going on this, removing this image, and wait. All right, so you have to delete this image, go to add media, add image, then maybe choose any of the existing images from the account. So let's say you choose this one, or maybe you add a new image into the account. Now, once you click on done, this image is gonna upload it to the account. Well, the preferred size to have in the Facebook ad account is 1:1, uh, which would work for Facebook and Instagram both. And I can give any text that's going to be visible over here on the top of the image, and a headline and a description and a call to action button. And sign up will not be working for this. Maybe we choose contact us or learn more. All right, so we don't have contact us, then we are choosing learn more. Cool. Now this is how you have to create an inquiry form now. So again, we choose whether this form is going to generate more volume or higher intent to close the lead, which means higher quality lead. So I'm going to choose more volume first, and then going to choose next. In intro, I upload an image. This is an option which I can skip, but it's recommended to have some image over here so the form looks nicer. I click on upload image and maybe choose any existing. Let's try choosing this one, though it does not belong to this business, but we are not going to launch the campaign. So, oh god, this is really disrupting everything. I don't know why it logged me out, but again, I think. Okay, now I don't even remember the password. All right. Okay, 1 second. I really have to get into my phone and try to check the password. Okay, so I go to the app. So this was password was supposed to come to my mobile, but as it's not over there, I have to manually fetch it from the Facebook app. So I'm on my mobile. I'm just going into the Facebook ad account, no, the Facebook profile, and then going into settings and privacy, going into code generator, and well, no, it's not visible even over here. All right, now I go into settings. I go into, well, my mind is really not focused on phone right now. Give me 1 second. Right. Cool. So I may have to pause this video while I get back the code. All right, so we are back to form creation page, and I again go into form creation. Right, so here we choose more volume. Maybe we choose an image for this section by going into intro and then uploading an existing image. And right, so and let's go into entering the headline. Now this is very important and very critical when it comes to generating lead generation campaigns. We have to make sure we are giving the right questions. So now let's say share your details or enter your details. Enter your details. This is going to be the form headline. Then if you want, we can have any information. Maybe it says TPMI team will be calling on the below details. Now talks about questions. So Facebook has some random questions when you by default. It means you can have email ID, you can have full name, you can have phone number, you can have their cities. Now by choosing this option, you can create a form like this. So all this information will be shown in front of users on Facebook, and also this information will be getting autofilled by itself because people are already having their email IDs, full name, and phone number and cities saved in the Facebook ad account. So they don't even have to enter these details. If you want, you can add further questions into it to give more quality to the lead. The question could be, uh, let's say, we talk about their company name. And in this case, we should not be having company name because the target is students who are willing to take admission in paramedical or hotel management. So let's not choose company name. Let's try to find any further relative field, which could be their, so maybe their gender and maybe any other thing that makes more sense for these people. All right, so now you can see we have very limited options over here. So in that case, what we can do, we can add a custom question from the top, and then maybe we want a short answer from them. The question could be, are you, when can we contact you? Now they have to answer this field, and this seems more relevant, and this way we can increase the quality of the lead. Now one thing that I normally do, I don't go with these manual questions, sorry, these auto questions, because this gets auto-filled, and sometimes when people are not having the right email ID connected with their Facebook profile, not having the right phone number, then again the information is not correct, and sales team really have to work a lot on finding the right phone number or the right email ID. So what we can do, we can take off all these options and we can manually create the options, like maybe we can ask for their name first, and we can ask for their phone number. We can ask, okay, phone number, and we can ask for their condition. Now the condition could be, we can ask for any document, or let's not go with condition and we talk about any multiple type question that says, are you looking for a visit to our Delhi center? And we give them options like yes, and maybe another option that says no. Cool. So now this form is going to look like this, and okay, enter the possible responses. Something which we have to add. We can't skip this thing. Name, name, add. Okay, there's something wrong with the above field. Let's take off all these fields and try to make it. So we had chosen short answer. We wanted to take in their name, and that's fine. Now we again choose phone number, and this is fine. And then we choose condition. No, not condition, but we choose multiple choice, which says, "Can you visit our Delhi center?" And we go with options like yes and options like no. Now, the difference between these custom questions and auto available questions is that these custom questions will not be auto filled by Facebook, but now we have to people have to manually put in these answers. I don't know why this name has again went away from here. I don't know how it happened. So I'm again put in name as an option. Maybe I drag this thing as the third question or as a third. Okay, I want to take this on the top. This is really giving me a hard time. Okay, it's fine. Short answer appointment can only be placed after other type of custom questions. Cool. So this is a restriction by Facebook that they can only show the custom questions to the top, and then we can only have the short answer questions. Anyways, and then we add in any further information if needed. And this is something which we are not going to choose with this inquiry form. We have to give a disclaimer, which is a mandate. Maybe we just type in disclaimer and we type in any text. Facebook is not very restrict on this option, so we can just by putting the disclaimer, it works. Cool. And this is going to be the last page. This page appears when someone fills up the inquiry form, where we can put in the website link. So after filling up the form, customer can himself navigate to the website after clicking this button, and then we click on publish. And if we get an error, we have to see the reason of that error, and which we can remove later. So this description addition over here was mandatory, which we left. Cool. And okay, this privacy policy link is mandatory, so we can just put in any link of the website over here. And even if it's not a privacy link, that would work, but it's recommended to have a privacy and policy link. As we don't have that link available on the website, I had added a different link into the form. Cool. So I click on publish. Oops. Headline must be at least 5 character long. I don't have characters or content with me, and I'm not in mood to put in the write the content right now. So I'm gonna just copy paste any content, and I click on publish. So that's how this campaign gets published, and I can click on publish again, and then this will actually start running the ads. But before I click on publish, I would like to see how this ad is going to look like. So I can see this is the ad preview field from where I can click on share, and I can click on share a link. And this link sharing is usually disabled. So I'm gonna create this link which I can share to see the ad maybe for next 30 days. Now this is going to take me to ad preview link, and this is how my ad is going to look like in Facebook, and this is how it's going to look like in Instagram. Cool. Now you need to have either good with Canva or maybe Photoshop to get these type of ads created, or else you ask this ad from the company for whom you would like to launch the campaign, or maybe you hire a freelancer, maybe hire anyone who could design the ad copy for you, and you may have to test different ad copies to get right results for the business. So I'm not going to publish this campaign from here because I don't want to run this campaign into this business. So I'm going to close it from here, and then I'll be deleting this campaign from the account. Now you can see we have other lead generation campaigns running in this account, and we may uh, we can work on this on these lead generation campaigns to drop down the cost per lead. So you can see today we are having a lead in less than 100 rupees for most of the campaigns. We can also try creating message campaign. We can also try creating call only campaign for this account. We can also even create the traffic campaigns from here, and this traffic campaign could take users away from Facebook, which means from Facebook and Instagram it's going to land people on this on homepage. Maybe if we are going to choose homepage as the landing page of the ad copy, we also have different landing pages for this business. And let me show how a landing page looks like so you get an idea how to actually create a landing page. Now this ad is not working right now, but yet we can. Okay, let's go into this one. No, okay, these are the video campaigns. We have to go into the search campaigns to fetch the landing pages. Okay, cool. So this is how a landing page looks like, where we only show very limited information and then try to have an inquiry form, maybe a phone number on the very top, so people could easily see and connect with the company. All right. So now we are going back to this Facebook ad account. I think this video will suffice your requirement. But yet, if you need to get any more clarity, just ask me from the groups or maybe from the website.